Okay, the next one is from Adge Grocott. Oh, this guy, I remember this guy. Subject is Ultimate Warrior Bitch Fest and Good Tidings from Over the Pond. Good Tidings from Over the Pond.
All right.
K-Dog.
Good Tidings?
This guy's Adge Grocott.
Right. He's an English.
from Over the Pond.
Yeah.
The world's greatest podcast producer and the superior one. I have a question regarding the Ultimate Warrior. Good old JR just spent 2 hours bitching and complaining about the Ultimate Warrior as a bloke, and also his work rate is JR now officially a member of the neckbeard IWC who put work rate over the ability to actually draw money. I couldn't give two shits how good his work rate was. I loved everything about the Warrior, from the run of the ring, shaking the ropes, the whole lot. These same tards, IWC, not JR, claim Hogan Andre wasn't the draw at Mania 3, but Steamboat Savage was. What are your thoughts on this? And was Warrior much of a problem in WCW 98? Side question, how come Bolin and Cornette think they know so much about the world and political feeling without ever leaving their house and only ever watching CNN? It's a good question. Keep up the fantastic work, and thank you for brightening the middle of my week during these shitty times. Adge Telford Angerland. Let me say this about the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior was the shits, okay? But if you watch... Okay, and this is what I watch a lot of Ultimate Warrior matches. Okay, because I watch how like guys work with him, and like bro, when you wrestle the Ultimate Warrior, the heels would do all the work. Like you watch matches of like Piper against Warrior,
DiBiase,
and
Rude,
or not Piper, Rude against Warrior,
Hennig,
Perfect,
Savage.
Jake. Bro, these guys put this guy over huge. So like I said, the first 70% of the first 70% of the match is them just bumping all over the place for this guy.
Yeah.
Then they get a little bit of heat and give the guy a comeback. And it's like that's when you're working with a top guy that's over, the heel basically could just does most of the work. You're taking big bumps for big pops, and just you're making the guy. And it's like the Warrior stunk, but he had a good following. He had he had the people, and the heels did like just unbelievable work getting that guy over to the point that he was at. But he was not a good worker at all.
For WCW,
shitty punches, shitty psycho. He could sell a little bit, like he had fire. But
him and
the
Savage,
other than that, he wasn't any good.
Him and Savage had a great WrestleMania match. But I think with WCW, I remember being a fan. One of the problems was his promos were outdated for that attitude-esque type time. He was talking all the Warrior magic and all this shit. And
Cornette, Bruce, and everybody just rips this guy.
Yeah,
whenever they talk
Jim
about
Ross hates him too. Yeah, and but if they would have just put him in the ring in WCW like Goldberg and had him come out and beat Disco in 2 minutes, and Alex Wright and whoever else, guys that could sell for him and make him look like the Ultimate Warrior, it might have turned out different. But they never put him in the ring. He was only in the ring twice in WCW, and it sucked. Or 3 times rather.
Yep.
But those are the guys that make the money, bro. Those are the guys that become legends. Those bigger than life characters like Ultimate Warrior.
Like look at the guy in Japan. What was his name? Giant Baba.
Yeah.
Right.
This guy was like a top guy. He had like these skinny little arms. And
it looked fake. Yeah.
Disco.
But it was over.
Right.
And you watch him work against guys, and the guys are selling big for him, and that's how you work,
Disco, did you know, because you worked close with Vince in WCW, did you know that Vince wanted to put together Warrior versus Goldberg as a big pay-per-view main event?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Ask him on next time you record them or whatever. He's talked about it a couple of times.